Guys, before we dive into the video, I wanted to say thank you so much for your support. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without the support from you guys. Underdog Racing, we got our Let's Make Some Power. We got the classic Fasterproms. We got hats, lanyards, stickers. We got Wanna Do a Burnout shirt. Also, some Fasterproms hoodies. We so appreciate your support, guys. So now, let's get back to the video. All right, I hope you guys know what today is, because I thought it was yesterday, but it's not. Guys, what is today?
Today is the day!
Today is the day! Dude, that thing looks so good. I just cannot get over this. If you guys ever get a chance to see this, if we take it to Cletus and Karts or any sort of car shows or any sort of events, you guys gotta come and see this thing. It's just one of those things you're gonna have to see to really understand and appreciate how wild this thing is in person. Making some really good progress on our checklist, knocking them out one by one. Dude, I love the painting. You did an awesome job painting. All of it.
Oh.
All the paint. Lots of paint.
Lots of paint. Spray paint, you know?
Entering, got these little Adele clamped up.
I saw the Adele clamps on there a little earlier, man. That was awesome.
And then your remote reservoir.
All right. So yeah, this is our adapters going from the smart car size line to, well, actually normal man size.
Well, Honda size.
It's still Honda
it's like
size.
Boy
Boys.
Dang.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that, but whatever.
George's gonna get a list of haters.
We just have something that you guys might have seen on a couple episodes ago. This guy versus the C8. And first time to the track, and you did really, really good. We're going to finally add all the power.
Yep.
Got a lot of stuff going, so you just put in headers. We got a ported blower. I see the flex fuel. You're putting in the cold air, and George ported the blower.
Yeah, it's right over here. You want to see it?
Hell yeah.
It's pretty rowdy.
And you're doing the methanol install, of which you're finding is a very lengthy install. So this thing should be a solid 100 horse more. Oh, dude, the side skirts look so sick.
You like that?
Look at those pretty things. Really, really nice. And I guess you got a drag pack too, right?
I did, yeah.
Well, I mean,
the wheels
you got a
and
rear.
tires tomorrow.
Okay, awesome.
Jeez.
He is.
This guy got 2 stimulus checks.
He told me 3.
There's the stock one.
All right, so yeah, that's with the factory blower. So this is a 1.7 liter blower on the LT4, and George ported this thing up pretty beastly. All part of the equation to making some more power. So that'll be, 20, 25 wheel horsepower plus. We're putting a pulley on that thing, so it's gonna make even more. Easy, easy, easy 50 wheel horsepower just on the blower alone. Yeah, man. This big girl is gonna really get out of her own way. Now, if you thought you had problems leaving before, okay.
That's what the radio's for.
So it should be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 150 pound-feet of torque. But man, super cool car, awesome late model power. We're all about this. This is totally alien to us and totally outside of our wheelhouse. But I'm digging every moment of it. Well, you were certified a bad man.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weld all this now because it will move. So what we'll do is make the final connection to the V-band at the very end. And yeah, hopefully it'll fit good.
That sounds like a years of experience type scenario there.
I don't really do this often. I've really never done it. I just use mandrel.
So how do you know that?
Well, I use mandrel bends, generally speaking. Yeah, so we'll get it all in there.
Boy, oh boy.
So I finished welding up the one that you had put together the other day. And it fits.
Nice.
Moved a little bit, but not, it looks pretty darn center.
Dude, I love it.
And, yeah, man, it's gonna be wild. All I gotta do is weld an O2 bung on the backside.
Yeah.
And wrench just showed up, and I'm hoping we get this thing freaking
hell yeah.
Screaming today.
One day when I grow up, I want to weld just like Ben. I cannot downplay the impact that Ben has made for us. The addition of Ben to our lineup has really changed our game tremendously. The guy works hard, and if he makes a mistake, he fixes it and keeps on trucking. You can't ask for more than that. This guy is awesome at what he does, and we're so proud to be able to have him be part of our lineup.
Look at all those beautiful colors.
It's crazy. I get used to it.
So it hasn't moved on you yet, huh?
No. So I did all this except for these last 2 joints. I was finishing this whole piece. So if it moves, it's gonna move. Then the last 2 joints are just a little job security here. So we'll let you know in 2 seconds if it fits.
All right, we got our seat mounted, and we still have a whole bunch of spaghetti right here, but that shouldn't keep us from running, or so we hope.
Correct. These are the main wires we need, our brads.
Throttle pedal is still not there yet.
Yeah, the clutch is hydraulically hooked up.
Nice.
Got a nice little reservoir in the front now, your Honda reservoir.
Oh yeah, let's see that. Nice, that's our little clutch reservoir. Oh, very cool.
Cleaned out, ready to go. George put this little plastic piece back on here from the air box just to get the factory mount back onto that reservoir.
Gotcha. So one thing that we definitely have to figure out is the fact that we have all these big open holes now going to the cabin. And this is straight from the radiator going into the cabin. So at the moment, it's probably going to be a pretty warm ride.
Doesn't it look like this black piece is bolted on? And we can just pop that off. Fix the holes in the bench, put it back in.
I guess so.
You know, it's glued too.
Well, I mean, some of those we could definitely like tape up and tape off. I was really kind of hoping to have one of those coming in for some airflow, but we definitely don't want to have it coming off the radiator, you know?
Put a Nagaduck on the hood. Tube going into that.
Yeah. You know, initially I was thinking about the old school little like scoop right here where you flip the winnet and just have a little bit going into.
They called them something on the trucks, I can't remember what.
Man, this thing's looking good. That shot to the turbo. Bracket.
It's really a shame that it has to have a firewall.
Yeah, I really...
Isn't the seat enough of a firewall?
I mean, I think it is. I don't know. We got to figure out something that's got to be seen through that. I mean, I was almost worried that we weren't even going to have the clamps because, again, we've been becoming really, really, really tight on some of these resources. Now let's see if that thing fits, man. Oh man, that looks awesome. So slick. Dude, I'm in love.
Kind of finesse them because this rotates that way, this is on a V-band, and this, you know, so we want to get real nitpicky.
Yeah. Have a few points of adjustment, but not really very much. When Kyle got all done making our shifter bracket, we needed to still put these little spacers in there. We got those in, they look great. A couple other things we had to just slightly tweak ever so slightly, which brings us to the next thing. We got to test where our actual shifter is going to sit. So I'm gonna hop up in here.
Man climbs in the smart car. Almost need to come up a little higher, don't we? You want the minivan shifter that's on the dash?
Yeah, man, that might need to be probably right about on the seat right there. That's pretty close. Like, I mean, this is about as far as I can, you know, reach right there. Oof, that is like full extension right there too.
How about there?
Let's see, yeah. Yeah, that'd probably be better. So if we got, I guess we could say that this flat guy right there.
It's gonna put a hurting on the passenger seat.
We gotta bleed the slave.
Yeah, it has no fluid in it right now.
Gotcha. When we get it fired up, we're still not ready to drive down the road yet. We still got a bunch of other stuff we gotta take care of, which is still a decent sized list. I don't want to say a short list, but we still got a decent amount of stuff we got to do. And of course, if you guys are ever starting to build that is green, definitely this checklist is awesome. It'll certainly probably save your life. You know, there's a lot of stuff in there that could most certainly go wrong. So we got a lot of stuff to take care of, but we're going to be using our Motion Raceworks checklist. And this is our brake booster right here.
Yeah.
All right, so we need to get this guy on vacuum. George is routing the coolant right there. We've got a whole mess of stuff going right here. We've got fuel line, clutch line. We got a return on our, excuse me, we got a return for our coolant down there. So close, man. Like minutes away. All right, so what's the reason that we can't run the alternator right now, though, the way that it is?
Because the bracket that we got to delete the power steering and the air conditioning, unknown to me, relocates the alternator.
Yeah, it's gonna put it down here, and then you'll have a new tensioner that goes off of, like right off of this area. Yeah.
Of which that kit is not here. We're supposed to be here today.
It's on the other side of town at the distribution center.
George, I gotta say, your mullet is amazing.
Thanks. It's been good. I got a
Miracle
mane
Grow?
and tail.
Oh, mane and tail.
But not the Miracle Grow.
It's like Miracle Grow except for your
It's
mullet.
like Miracle Grow for mullets.
I look like a chia pet right now, so.
I know, man. Chia.
In the clutch right now here.
Yeah.
There we go. Tell me when to stop. All right. Oh, while we're doing this here, old Ben.
Well,
All right, so this is definitely its own set of challenges.
we're trying to get these pedals squared away, and so clutch, brake, throttle, which is here.
Whereas we have, it has to line up with these guys. We have to fit within this confine. It has to go fore and aft just right. And we have to have all of our linkages coincide. It's
Kind of
just
stuff that keeps you awake at night,
yeah, it does.
or during the day.
Motivates you to drink. All right, so at the beginning of this build, the whole premise behind this thing was number one, burnout car. Number two, well, this became number two since we found out it's probably gonna do wheelies pretty easily. And third, we'll eventually try and get this thing to do drag stuff. Now, in order to do all that, oh lads, we're talking about brakes.
Sometimes you want no brakes, sometimes you need all brakes.
Yes.
So these are our factory smart car brakes.
So we're just looped right now.
We're gonna have to add to that to go to the brakes in the back, but since we don't want brakes in the back for the burnout car, I think we're gonna go through the floor here of the ball valve. You'll be able to reach down, turn them off, not have any brakes to the rear. Just remember to turn them on when you're wanting to do something.
Yeah, I'll definitely
We'll put a padlock on it.
Yeah, I'll need
You
to
gotta
have some.
unlock the padlock to turn the brakes off.
I showed you guys how good this thing brakes. Honestly, this car is one of the most impressive braking cars. Now, this had drums on it that were itsy bitsy. Now we've got gigantic rotors on the back.
Big brake kit.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. This was meant for a 3,400 pound car or something like that.
We did a lot to upgrade the brakes on this car. I'll tell you that. We can do a proportioning valve.
Yeah, yeah, but I like the idea of the ball valve
Valve's
too.
kind of cool too because it works as the emergency brake too.
Yeah.
Pump up the brakes, turn it, and it'll hold itself on a hill.
Now the other idea is that we were thinking about having a handbrake. We could
brake
do.
options.
We could. Yeah, it is actually. Hold on. So we could do the ball valve and that, because basically it would be nice to be able to slide this thing a little bit. Even though I think we could probably just clutch kick it, it'll probably be fine. So
Flip on its side if you try to slide it.
just pops and bangs. We need pops, bangs, fireballs, revs, all of it,
D, all the above.
Lots and lots of limiter.
and 40 miles to the gallon
Lots
too.
of limiter.
On E.
Just set it at like 2,500.
All right, you guys got it.
You guys are gonna get the jam.
All right, so in all seriousness, what will the rev limiter be on a something like this? And where do you expect it to make peak power?
7,700 to 8,200, depends on what, you know, unless we get wild, we might go 85.
Yeah, I was actually kind of expecting more, you know, to be honest.
We could always do more. Let's see what it's like. You may be out of control for you already.
Now, I mean, so turbine, exhaust port, well, I mean, all of that should be a factor for the top end, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
So
the back housing definitely plays a big part of it, just because once we filled it, then we'll run out of top end, but we can go pretty far on this housing, so.
Yeah, and I mean, that Sidewinder manifold should be the jam. I mean,
I like to say, you know, turbo manifolds are just long funnels, you know, if you can keep pouring fluid in it, won't run over the top and get back pressure. So.
Dude, I really like that.
Yeah, well, that's what it is, right?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
So if we keep that flow, it'll make us go. We'll keep going all day.
Oh, keep going, Buster Rhymes. That's awesome.
Brent Remix 2020.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. This is going to be so great. So a ram horn is going to peter off a little bit earlier, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
which I don't think we're going to need any more bottom end. We really just want probably more top end. So let's just see. I mean, you think it'll make peak power up?
With the VTC, we can pick up some middle range power too. So.
And we could actually swap that from map to map too, right?
Yeah.
Which is, gosh, dude, that's way too cool.
Once you start playing with it, you're gonna find all kinds of stuff.
Oof. I'm gonna be overwhelmed.
Do this, Brent can do that.
Yeah. Hey, don't block my calls after.
I was just gonna say, just kidding. You'll love it. It's awesome.
No, dude, I'm
really user-friendly software. And
dude, because you know this stuff so well, and we kind of had a bunch of conversations beforehand. That's why we're here. I mean, it is. I'm so fascinated by what this thing can do and the management. It just sounds entirely too cool. I mean, it's better than a lot of standalones, and I think it's going to be easier to set up than a Holly, for example. I mean,
oh yeah, this is cake. This is sweet, and I think Hollies are really easy.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it turned out good.
That is just.
You did good, dude.
No, you did great, dude.
Ben's just been crushing the fab stuff.
We did great, guys.
No doubt.
We did great.
Everybody has a major part in this. I mean, every single person, and even guys that aren't even here, like Brian and other Ben's over there working on his car. So many people have really pitched in, and to all you guys, you know who you are. Thank you so much. You all deserve many a ride. Maybe we'll give out free wheelies. We got to get a plan for a wheelie bar wheel, you know.
Yeah, Brent was telling us about something. You have to connect to the sway bar, the lower control arms. They don't essentially, because if you attach to the frame and you do a wheelie, you're gonna pull all the weight off.
Got you. You're unsettling. Yep. Yeah. So that's the first bit of fuel that we've put in this thing. We're running this thing on pure E85.
Jeremy, you got your fuel analyzer?
No, but I was just thinking I'm probably gonna need some diapers when we go for a ride, though.
Does this smell like X85 or E85?
That was the fuel analyzer.
That's E85. All right, so this is real-time flashing, no waiting for nothing.
Yeah, these ones you kind of give it a rev and you don't have to wait for nothing. Just bump.
Oh, it just has like a little, like if you don't, will it stall or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll have to get that under my belt. And how big is the software to download that?
Very big at all.
Yeah.
You'll have room on your computer that has no room.
Yeah. You and I were talking and you saw how little space I had left on my computer.
Yeah.
Sure.
Day.
George, if you want to snuggle, just say so.
I will.
You haven't even been drinking yet.
I don't need that to snuggle.
Well, this
On your
escalated
side.
quickly. I thought there was going to be a little bit more of a process here, so we're about ready to
I
fire.
don't want any more of a process.
I'll be here for you.
Yeah.
Juice it up.
Oh, we got fuel pressure.
Yeah, do we have a...
We got 40 pounds.
What do you got now?
This is happening really quick.
Now we got 60 pounds.
This is happening really quick.
Hey, more is better. I'm okay with 60.
60's good.
I think we just started.
No leaks. No leaks.
Okay, we're gonna try it. So is everybody ready?
Yeah. Are we gonna have to hit this throttle?
Yeah, maybe. Keep it running. Let's try it.
Hey, George, you're in the blow zone right there.
All right, everybody good?
Or the blast zone. We're in gear.
Oh yeah, Yeah, we're in gear. Okay, we're out of gear. We need to jump off. Oh, jump off. On the S10.
Probably dead on the S10.
Oh. Oh, it's so close.
So close. Alright, let's try it real quick.
Still in gear. Yeah, dude.
Try it, man. Normally I'm a wideband, so we just gotta guess.
We got the wideband in, it's just not totally wired up. It's right here. Dude!
Go time.
Let's try this.
Brother, dude.
Hell yeah, brother. Good job, man.
Dude. Everything, man. Everything. All of it, man. Come on. Come on, man. Dude. Oh my God, dude. Alright, I'm gonna be addicted. Oh my God, dude, that's awesome! Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, that is so sick. That's crazy how much that thing moves, man.
I know, I wasn't expecting that. That V-band must be loose. This thing popped up.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh yeah, we don't have a belt.
We gotta tighten up the compressor housing.
Get all our excitement.
Yeah. It's a little, yeah, things went way faster there than I expected.
How long can a hopper run without water? It takes a little bit to heat them up. We've done this many times.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's gonna be so freaking awesome!
Yeah! It's sick, man. We got there.
Oh my God, dude, this is so awesome. I don't want to mess up your work there.
When we revved it, I saw it turned up.
Maybe we could tack it together. What do you think?
I think the wideband's aren't tight. Well, I thought they were tight, but they need to go a lot more apparently.
Oh, look at that turbo. I like how cammy it sounds.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, feel the blow-off valve, dude. Check out a blow-off valve. That thing's moving some air. Well, we gotta do like brake lines or brake booster and a few other things before you can go drive it. Not yet, but
Just gotta tidy it up.
yeah, for sure. George is freaking out inside a little bit. You know, no water. Wow, Wow, dude. That is so sick, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Thanks so much for your help, man.
Cool. Ben's like, we're ready already?
Yeah, I was like, I thought there was going to be a long process before you're like, no, I'm ready to go. Pull the button right now. Let's go. I'm like, well, I'm not ready.
That's how we roll.
Dude.
Welcome to K-Life. This is awesome, man. You guys, this is really good.
Dude, it's, I don't even know what to say. It's gonna be so
This is yours, bro.
It hasn't sunk in yet. I want to go for a drive so bad. Quite a few things we got to do before we can get there, but
Look at how good it sounds.
dude,
So
it
good.
really does. It really does.
Throaty, right? Yeah, real throaty.
Yeah,
It just says, let's go.
8,000 RPMs. This thing's gonna
Yeah.
melt your brain.
Being right behind your back.
I mean, in stock it'll be like 85, 86.
Mm.
You pass 86, just stock.
Once we put a cam and springs
And
and
over
fork the
9,
head, though,
we'll
we'll really be able to turn her up.
Oh yeah, you're like chomping at the bit. I don't know if we're gonna need that.
Oh yeah, why not?
Good job, guys, though.
Dude,
We did it.
awesome.
Like,
Dude, so
K-Series
freaking
in a
awesome.
smart car. It just happened and it's
Yeah, no big deal.
no big deal. We need
I wanna
a moment
dive
of
in.
silence to take it in.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
just like pumped.
No, dude, I did not think it.
My adrenaline's going good.
I'm gonna stay away from Gandy.
Yeah.
I've been arrested on Gandy.
Have you?
Yeah. I was actually on the 6 o'clock news once. They got me on the helicopter. I just got my
We
99.
have to find that. That footage has got to be out there somewhere.
It is out there somewhere. I was racing from county to county, and by the grace of God, I went to court and got off. But man, whew, they tried to make an example out of me, dude. I am fired up, man.
I'm fired up too, honestly. I'm still fired up. I just like Ben just staring at it. He can't stop.
I was just trying to.
It's
starting it.
dude.
just
It's
got
so
I'm really
yeah.
thinking
kind
about
of emotional a little bit.
just looking at what's going on here. It's
Cool.
seeing, make sure everything's cool.
You're like,
You're cool.
it's my baby.
I can't wait to see it on the ground.
Yeah.
Rolling
Yeah.
out in its own power. That's
Yeah, we should probably get some
really,
brake.
We mount a shifter.
Hate to cut short your moment. How about a shifter? You were saying I was just kind of scaring you a little bit here with all the extra power that I was wanting. I was like,
I think you're gonna start scaring yourself.
yeah, I
pretty
think
soon,
so too. I think so too. And I mean, what you were saying was like about the VCC and being able, or
Yeah.
taking away torque, and
Yeah,
and
we
all.
can take away torque in the mid-range. Just that's the beauty of it. We can add it or take it away depending on what the car needs. I don't know if I can do it per gear, but I could figure it out.
But I mean, if you can do boost and timing by gear,
Sure can,
you can do the rest. That's one way or another. You're killing power, and that's.
Killing power. But this just rejuvenated us.
Oh my
so now
gosh,
we're like,
dude.
let's
That's a
get it
shot in
done.
the arm right there
Let's
for
go.
sure, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. It sounds so awesome. I love that turbo sound, man.
Before it started, Ben was like, "I'm over it." Now he's like,
I know.
Yeah.
Those pedals were really
Yeah.
grinding my gears.
Yeah. I'm going to probably get it. What was this, a 14?
That's what I
Tighten
was
these guys up. Dude, do you often see like the vapor coming off the blow-off valve?
Yeah, I see that
Yeah.
all the time.
Seriously? That's so cool.
You're
Yeah.
gonna feel it. It's gonna
be on your neck.
Yeah, it's literally going to spray me in the back of the head right there. So, like, say for example, on the map of what I would have, like, the lower end of the VE. So we're like lower RPM, ultralight load. If you change the cams down there, it's like you need to pull out a lot of fuel. Is that what you would normally see on a car with?
Yeah.
And of course, you're going to add fuel up
Just
top.
anytime you have less air, it requires less fuel.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's really the amount of air the engine's drawing.
Yeah. So like we're filling the cylinder worse down low, but yet we're filling it better up top with a bigger cam. And
Yeah. And that's on the VTEC stuff. You remember, you basically got two different style engines as well. So you still have a small load at partial throttle driving, all your normal stuff.
Yeah.
So you're still getting some mileage and decent power, and then when you get the VTEC, you turn on that big load
yeah.
and things get wild.
Yeah. And I mean, we're used to just, one cam, even though it will phase, it's still, you got
Yeah.
stock and then you got,
So you imagine having two cams, like, not that it's dual cam, but two cams in one, plus a phase.
yeah,
And that's what we have.
which is a lot. Now, I mean, how many different cam manufacturers are there out there? Like, how many different cams are there, I mean, is there like a lot, or is there like
quite a few
10,
cam.
15, 20 more? I mean,
Probably 10
Okay.
ish, I would think. Maybe
Yeah.
a little less.
gotcha. Yeah. And so it's like,
And you can come up with all kinds of different stuff, cam-wise. own stuff and have it grinded.
Gotcha.
You dream of, so.
For our V8 guys that I deal with, they're like, oh, I gotta have this sound, so I go with this one. And there's like, dude, there's literally just thousands of different cams.
Yeah.
It's like, they're like, yeah, I got this cam, but I got it with a 110 lobe separation. I'm like, dude, wow, you should have got it with a 113, you know, whatever. But yeah.
See here, you like even that little lump.
Yeah.
That's basically a fuel lump. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's going from a cell that has fuel to a cell that doesn't.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the oscillation. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
And you could do that with most stuff. You make
Gotcha.
Cam out.
Yeah, you're like, I like that cam surge on that stock cam. Yeah.
It's more of a fuel surge.
Yeah.
Draw some air and burns it, and then it's gone.
And I mean, okay, so the other thing too, like, so we took out the balance shaft and all that stuff. I mean, that should be an appreciable difference as you rev it all the time at idle. I mean, how?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Those are some nerdy details that, you know, I don't have the experience of doing a Honda before, and we didn't drive it before. We didn't even get to crank it up, so I was wanting to know, what does it feel like? And I got a feeling everything is completely solid mounted. We have taken off every bit of dampening and everything. It's going to be a ride. It's
going to be a ride. You're going to feel everything. Everything. You're going to know when it misfires or when it's super apt.
Wow. Well, guys, we did it. We got through all of it. And to be honest, this is just the beginning. So, I mean, dude, seriously. Hero, and this guy was like ready before I was even ready to go. We were thinking about doing a live stream, but hey, it couldn't have turned out better, honestly. I can't believe it went that smooth, man.
Yeah, it was good.
So just
awesome.
If you guys are ever in front of this thing, I mean, we've caught Ben just sitting here like gawking at this thing, you know, just staring. You're right, dude.
It makes you dream.
It is. For sure. I'm so stoked. I really might be a little over my head, you know. I got a little go-kart driving experience, but I mean,
yeah.
I haven't done go-karts that have done wheelies, but we have done wheelies in this at 60 horsepower, so.
It's fun. Once you heard it start, you're like backpedaling just a little bit.
So pumped about this thing. I mean,
cool.
I was so excited when we started this thing and everything, and this is just a whole different animal. I mean, this is so freaking cool, and so surrounded by some awesome people. I couldn't be more happy with this build. So this rocks so serious, man. So hey, we're gonna close this out, dude. I'm gonna throw this to this guy. He's gonna pick a song, and I'll throw you one too.
I'm gonna go with "Against the Wind" by Bob's.
Whoa, Mr. Classic. Huh?
Yeah,
pretty good. All right, I am on the complete other end of the spectrum of that today. Very cool. I'm gonna go Fort Minor, Remember the Name.
Very cool, man.
All right, guys, we'll see you. God bless you. See you next episode.